Hello, today we are going to be learning how to add directions and game information into a game. This is something that should be done with every single game that you create. In order to do that, we're going to go ahead and go into our game information where I've already started game information for this bouncing ball. There's a couple of things that you need to have in each direction, and that is you have the name of your game. That's really important. But also include who was the game created by, so that if someone is using your game in the future, they know who it was that it was created by. Lastly, you need to have the directions for the game, and they should be very clear directions, explaining you need your mouse, you need your feet, or what is it that you're going to be using. And then in my instance, for my directions, I added how many points you're going to be getting. You'd also need to have the object of the game. If the object was to reach 100 points, I'd want to add that into an object, an objective for my game. Today, I kind of started out where I have a background color I've already chosen. And our game information works very much like Microsoft Word. It has a toolbar here in which I can select different things. I'm going to go ahead and change the color of my background to blue. And you want to, if you want to change your font or the way the text looks, I do have the ability to change the color. So here I change it to green. I can also change the size. I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. I can also change where it is. These were centered, so I have them on my center tab. And this I have aligned left. That's in my direction. That into it. So I have directions. Click on the bomb to add 5 points to my score. In order to accept this, I'm going to go ahead and click on the green checkbox, and that will then take the direction. I still have a couple more steps I need to do, however. So now I have the game information. How do I add it so that when I start my game, it will automatically play? Because right now, my game just starts and it doesn't have the game information. Well, there are a couple of ways you could do that. And one of the ways I'm going to teach you to do that is I'm going to create a new object and add that into my room. So remember, when you create a new object, you come up to the blue orb, create an object. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to call this, if I'm going to name it correctly, OBJ start. And remember, you must select a sprite when you create an object. I'm going to do sprite smile. And my event for this particular thing is it's in the other category, and it is at game start. So when the game starts, I want this action to happen. And it just happens that the game information is in the main 2 tab. So I clicked on main 2, and under info, it's the second icon over on that first row. It's called show info. If I drag that over, it's saying when the game starts, show the game information. So when I'm done with that, I then have to come back into the room. This is really important. If you don't add your new object into the room, nothing's going to change. So I want to change the object to OBJ start, and I'm going to place it in my room. Now, I don't remember if I made this visible or not. I don't want it visible. And the reason I don't want it visible is I don't want a big old smiley face in my game. I have this invisible. It's in the background. No one knows it. And what's going to happen is when the game starts, this object will begin. So at the beginning of the game, it's going to say show game info. So now if I click OK and I play my game, look at that. My information now starts at the very beginning of the game. So this is just one way in which you can add value to your game, but it is expected from this point forward that you do have game information in any game that you create. So good luck, and go ahead and try and do this activity for yourself.